Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Blackstone Block. Should say Blackstone Block. Anyways, how you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode we got together, we got our create stuff kind of set up, and we are ready to move on. We made this area and got a bunch of polar bears, and that was it. We've got bait. We can use bait. We're still going to use this area, even though polar bears really do nothing for us. So, what are we going to get into today? Wait, before we do that, I've been doing some sifting. We now are up to the emerald mesh. The meshes are, the better they get, the more you get. And steel, flint is an issue. Lord, we've got flint. We have more flint than I'm going to know what to do with. But I already had the emeralds to get it. We had 7 emeralds, I think. No, we had 11. We didn't have very many diamonds. Had 3. I was able to get the diamonds and then made the emerald. Next up's netherite, but we got to do some nether stuff before we can do that, which is part of what we're going to get into today. Our first bit of business is going to be to get into, not that, if we go back here and look, the progression line, it has us going from here to the blast furnace. We need to work towards the blast furnace. Not necessarily going to get the blast furnace today, but what we need is steel. And steel we need a lot of. And the earliest, easiest way to get steel is to get it through immersive engineering. So we need to make a coke oven. Get the coke oven going, and then we'll get the blast furnace going. So coke oven is where we are going to start out with, which I have got the stuff together for. If we look at the bricks, we need compacting. We need heated, we need seared brick, we need sandstone, we need molten clay. I have most everything. I just got to get this stuff smelted up here. This is set to off. So let us do that. Let's get that guy in there. I need another lever. I have a bunch of wood in one of these. Stick. Blackstone. That didn't work. Well, let's get us one of these. Our lever we can put to this guy here, and that will, oh yeah, we gotta wait on this. That will give us a bunch of ingots. We'll get that. Once we do that, for the molten clay, we can just melt clay in here, and we can just cast it out into a bucket and get what we need for that. So that is what we're going to do. Alright, so we should be ready to do this. First off, we need to give this guy some stuff. He needs to be heated. And so we need 1 sandstone and 1 brick. And I don't know why that shaft was in there, but there we go. We get 4 per bucket. And we need to do this a total of 27 times. So that is what I'm going to spend a minute doing. I'll be back. Alright, so we have all of our bricks plus 1 extra. We need now to make our hammer. We haven't made that guy yet. Iron, I should have a little bit. I haven't processed everything I have sieved yet. There's 1, there is 2, and a string. So there we go. There is our engineer's hammer. And we now just need to make us a spot. Let's go ahead and grab Let's just grab a half a stack of coal for now because we're still low on it. Plus, I got to work on a way of getting this guy set up to be automated. Or not automated, but to have spot for the creosote. So my question next comes: what kind of tanks do we have in here that we can use? We've got the fluid tanks. We've got just the basic tanks. Those take red alloy. We could do that. That's a little expensive. These guys aren't bad. We might look at doing that. Alright, so we got that. And smack it with our hammer, and boom, we have got our coke oven. That guy's going to go. He'll start making what we need, and we can move on about our next bit of business. Alright, so our next bit of business is going to be to start getting into what we need to get into dimensional cakes. We've got a cake for mining dimension. We've got a cake for the overworld. We're going to have to make several of these to take with us. We've got a cake for the nether. We've got a cake for the end. All these take icing, and all of them take honey. Alright, now I've completely forgot where we were at. But anyways, we're talking about making these cakes. And in order to make these cakes, if we go in here and look, they're really not bad to do. We need icing. We need cake blend. Cake blend's easy enough to get. Like soul sand, we need soul sand dough. We need dough. We need wheat flour. We can do all of that. We've got wheat going. We can get soul sand. We've done that. So getting to this point, not bad. To get eggs. We can't get eggs just yet because we haven't got chickens. And there's an easier way of getting it than doing that. And we can get turtle eggs from sifting sand. 5% chance is not a bad chance, so we're going to try that. We need to do some of this stuff anyways. We're going to need nautilus shells for stuff. We actually need the nautilus meal to get into Botania. But we also need it for, what else was it? There was something else. Oh, the nautilus for that. Oh yeah, for that, the singularity. So we've got a lot of stuff we need to do. End cake icing, none of it's too bad, but the main thing that we need is honey. And we need to get honey blocks, or just get honey period. And the only way of doing that in this pack is with bees. I don't even know where that block come from. So that is what we're going to work towards, is getting us some bees going. So we don't have any kind, all we have are the Minecraft bees. Nothing special about them. We need a bee hive. Easy enough to make. We just need some frames and some planks. The frames are just string and sticks. Both of those are easy enough. And then after that, we also need to make these buzzing dolls, which we need to get some kind of flower. We need some yellow dye. All of this is easy enough to do. All we've got to do is get us, we need bone meal, which we should have some bone meal. We can do that and get some flowers and make what we need for that. So that isn't bad at all. So let's put that up, and then we can put this in some witch water, and it'll spawn a bee. We can just do this inside of a area and go ahead and have them trapped. We can set up our beehives to already in a room and with the barrel and be done with it. So that is what I'm going to work towards next. We're going to get us some flowers. We're going to get us some yellow dye. We've already got glowstone dust. We need to make a few beehive frames, which, like I said, we've got that covered pretty well. Do we have the nope, can't do that. So that beehive frames, that gives us 19. That should take care of quite a few things, and we can go ahead and make 6 of those. That's probably more than I want to do. Actually, 6 probably be alright. I'm going to have to make a few more frames. Let's do that. Let's do that. That gives us 3. And then now we just need our doll stuff. We've got 4 dolls. We just need... We're going to make another one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for a minute. I am going to spend the time to get the stuff together to make... or to get the flowers that we need. We've already got glowstone dust. We've got plenty of glowstone dust. I just need flowers. So, I'll be back. Alright, so we should have everything set the way we need. We've got our campfires underneath them. What we need now is to get us some bees to put in here. Got us some flowers set up. There's not a lot of space in here. This is just kind of a temporary setup. Until we can get more things going. But for now, this should at least get us the honey that we need. He took a bunch of damage. We might need to move this out one. Let's do that. And let's go get us some more honey. Or some more witch water. Alright, so our bees have been beeing for a little while. And we've got some bottles. Really, we get 1 per. Well, that's going to make this a lot harder to do. But we need 1 honey block for each of our cakes. So, we're going to let these guys go. We'll let them do their thing, and we'll do that. We'll get everything set up and ready to go. So, first things first. Let's get our overworld cake going. We're going to need about 4 of these eventually. We need 1 for the mining world, 1 for the nether, 1 for the end. No, we need 3. So we need 3 of these. So we're going to need overworld icing, and we're going to need dirt cake base. So we need dirt dough, we need sugar, and then we need our turtle egg. I have got to work on getting turtle eggs right quick. I have not done that yet. So I've got sand in here somewhere-ish. I had sand. Dust. There's some sand. I know I didn't use all my sand. Well, maybe I did. Alright, so I sifted some sand. We got a bunch of stuff out of it. We got coral. We got seagrass. We got kelp seeds. We got a few nautilus shells. More coral. We got sea pickles. But the main thing we needed was the eggs. So we've got that we can mark off of our list. We also are going to need a bunch of sugar. We've got that squared away. And also to make our dough, we're going to need a bunch of dough. So let's go ahead and get this. So we need a bunch of wheat. I've got 32 at the moment. Or well, that's 36. If I could count, we'd be a lot better off. So we're going to throw these guys in here. And we'll let them go. That'll give us that. And then we can get some water thrown into our mixer. No heat required. It takes 1,000 per. So we're going to need a few buckets for this. I really should get us a water source set up over this way for stuff like this. But that is what we are doing. Let's get to that. This should be just about done. We can throw this guy in here. And once we do that, we just need that and dirt. That'll give us the dirt dough. Easy enough. Alright, we're just waiting on this guy to finish. Alright, so I got us a little bit of dough. So we should have what we need now in order to at least start this. So for our dough, we need one of these and one of those. Actually, I said we were going to need 3 of those. I need to go get a few more. So we can place these cakes down, and they can be refilled with the gummies. So this guy, we can make XP jelly babies, and these guys, we can use them as a way. If you look here, it says you can refill this cake with another jelly belly. So we can do that. So that won't be too bad. I've got more honey ready to go. So this guy. And that one. Then we need another one and that. And then we need cobblestone and that. Beautiful. Now, there is no way. There's no waystones. There's no teleporter ways other than the ones for mechanism. I have yet to see anything else as a way of being able to teleport. So that is going to be eventually how we have to go about getting back and forth. But for now, yeah, we're where we're at. So for this, we need to place this in the compactor. 1 egg, 2 sugars, and then our stuff. So 2 sugars, 1 egg, 1 of those. There is our base, and we can go ahead and do all of these. There are bases for, oops. Beautiful. There we go. We have our cake bases. These guys, the only thing we can do with them is bake them. And once we bake them, we can fill them. So let's bake them, and then we've got to look at filling these things. Wait, soul can cake base, that has to be done in a smoker. So let's get that. I am assuming, I don't remember, yeah, that's the regular recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is our smoker. For now, this will work. Put that in there. We'll get us a few pieces of coal. And we'll get these guys cooked up. There we go. Soul sand done. There is our cobble done. And here comes all 3 of our dirts. Beautiful. Alright, next up. Alright, so we are back. I have made a mess out of stuff. But I'm figuring some of this out. We're trying to make rose gold. And the only way to make it in this pack is the molten gold and the molten copper. And I was trying to figure all this stuff out. And I should have just done it this way to begin with. So for now, we can, I don't know if you can put a redstone signal to that or not. We'll figure it out here in just a minute. But I smelted some copper and some gold in here and then pumped it out over here into this guy, and it mixes it up and we get our rose gold. There's a reason why we need rose gold, and we'll get into that here in just a second. We got a lot of stuff to go over. That's all empty now. Beautiful. Let's get us a... It's probably not going to work. Let's just go ahead and break this for now. If we need it, we can put it back. But for now, we're good. We've got all this. This is all a mess. But we got our way of making rose gold. Pumped it over. We got it. We need rose gold for this guy right here, silky cloth. The silky cloth we need 5 of. Shoot, I'm gonna need 1 more of these. I gotta make some more. So I believe it is 1 copper, or 1 gold to 3 copper. So let's put our pipe back on here, and let's try this again. 1 gold to 3 copper, and we'll see what this works out to. That is what it works out to. So we should be able to power this guy up. We'll get him to do his spinny bits, and then we can get us, it gives us 5, maybe 2, 3, nope, just 4, and 4. So there we go. We've got that. We'll pop this off. And once again, we can go on about our business. We need some string, which we have plenty of. We need, let's see here, uses. This guy, there's 5. That's what we need. And if we take this guy out, I don't know. Uses, that has to be done in, it looks like an anvil. It's definitely not the Tinker Station. That doesn't work. We've got 1 more. Wait. Let's repair it. Let's do that. Yep, we need something bigger. Alright, so we should have everything we need now in order to be able to do this. This will give us the option of making some better tools also, like our hammer, which we really need. So that gives us our silk touch. All this just to try to make sure that this stuff works. While I'm at this, I need to grab another piece of dirt. So we're going to make the overworld cake first, and that's probably all we're going to get done. I have been at this for so long now. It's ridiculous. I didn't realize everything it was going to take. Don't worry, we're going to go over what you just saw. So we should be able to do this. We get our piece of grass, and we're good to go. Alright, so we are making the overworld icing. We need a grass block. We need pumpkins, potatoes, sugar cane. I think we've got everything growing. So pumpkin. We've got cactus. We got potatoes. We got a sugar cane. And if we come over here, we should have cactus. Beautiful. Alright, so we need overworld icing. We need nature conglomeratio, or agglomeratio. There we go. We've got that. The only other thing we need for this is for it to be heated and to get honey. Alright, so first things first. We've got a little bit of honey to do this. We got enough to do 2 of these. Matter of fact, that's all we really need right now. We ought to go ahead and get the stuff to do another one. Alright, so I got what we needed. Alright, so first things first. I have this thing set up. Matter of fact, we've already got 32 cocoa. That's the reason why I did this, because we filled up on creosote in here, and we had to do something about it. So I have got an encased fan down here. I can't get in here to look. There's an encased fan. Underneath it is lava. That is what we are using to power the encased fan. And then it's just put into a vertical gearbox and pumping out the creosote into this. Fairly simple stuff. It doesn't have to pump very fast. This stuff doesn't make it very fast. It is good to go. Now, while we're at it, we got some bees that are ready. I keep these things going. I need to figure out a way to get these automated. I have never messed with... Alright, sorry about that. The wife calls, you have to answer the phone. Alright, so, but anyways, we got... it'd be nice if we could get one more before we're done, but it probably won't happen. I'll have to just keep an eye on it. Anyways, I haven't really messed with just vanilla bees. Outside of just some quick stuff to get into bees. But I really haven't done it, so this is going to be something different. Definitely going to have to make it a lot bigger. We're going to need a bunch of honey before we get to that point. Alright, now we come to this contraption right here. I don't know if this is even going to work yet. I haven't tried it. We're going to do this together. The way this should work. So first off, I have another one of those encased fans set up here to pump this guy. We should be able to throw our honey. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and do this now. Actually, we can go ahead and throw all of them in here. We should be able to throw our honey on here. Will it not do that one at a time? Why does that not work? Uses. Oh, we can just do that. Alright, so I thought you could throw it on there and it'd be done. I guess can't do that. But we can bring our honey over here and we can dump it. As you can see, it is going into this guy. It's not going in there very fast. We'll work on that. Right now, we don't have a whole lot of stuff to be able to do with. We are limited by our technology and our means. Alright, because I don't think you can... Nope, they won't let you do that. So that's got all of that in there. Now, I've got this set up to where it's not always pumping. We can put this... Flip this switch. It will go... And it will move what we need over to the mixer. I don't want to keep it... I'd like to find a way to get it to where it will stop at 1,000. Or, well, basically one bucket. But it doesn't have to. Alright. It stopped it. Either that or I'm really, really good at this. Alright, so we should be able to throw this guy, and give him some of that, and then put this guy here. Alright, not all of them. We just want one. So once this is done mixing, we can turn this guy on. This should pull all of this out of here, and it should start pumping. And there we go. We have an overworld cake. That worked actually really, really good. I don't know if we can just leave all of this running to where we can put just the one bit of honey in here and then just have it pull right now. I know we don't have any kind of filters or anything like that, so this is kind of how we're going to do it. So now we can just go ahead and this has got just a little bit more. We definitely need to get this spinning a lot faster. So I want to see if this is going to go over the 1,000 or if it'll just stay at that. If it does, we can just leave it running. Alright, so it does just keep it at that. So we can do that, we can do that. Give him a little smoke. And of course, turn this guy on. This will pump out a lot quicker, and then we can just leave this running. We should be good. We need to put another cake base down here. That's got honey in it. That is not good. Alright, it wasn't that bad to fix. It was just a matter of changing some pipes around. So that'll take care of that. That should pull that out, and we'll get our other cake. There we go. And there we go. We have our way of getting back to the overworld. And that's where we're going to leave it. This took a lot more time than what I thought. We have still got to get together the stuff that we need for the nether cake and the mining dimension cake. And that is probably what we will do next episode. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!